Welcome back. Glad you're here. We are talking about self-care this week, and I'm so happy that we are broaching this topic today. And I mentioned it yesterday. I thought we talked about it already, but today's about burnout. In your journal today, you're writing about burnout. I know I've suffered from burnout before, trying to do a whole lot of stuff, getting everybody else situated, and I'm to the point where I just can't. The point where you just can't think about stuff anymore. The point where you just are blocked and don't want to do anything, can't do anything. So, after continuously neglecting yourself for a long period of time, doing other stuff, it doesn't always have to be on purpose, but you can get burnt out. You are at a lack of energy. You can't seem to focus. That's the first signs of burnout. You're just tired all the time. Get yourself some good self-care. And I have my notes here. I got my notes. So, mainly it's a loss of energy and enthusiasm for things that once brought you happiness or joy. You're just like, I ain't got time today. Sometimes you're like, I ain't got time because you really just don't have time. But sometimes you just be like, I don't want to be bothered with nothing, nobody. So please don't come bothering me. And you don't want to get to that point. You want to balance stuff out. And I know a lot of people talk about work-life balance and stuff. There is such a thing, but there's not. And let me tell you why. Because I prefer to speak about it in the terms of phases. I have a very good friend. She does taxes and she works and she does a lot of stuff. And check her out. Her name is Essie. Essie Christensen Baines. She does a lot of stuff for a lot of people. So, hey Essie, I know you're watching. Check her out if you need taxes done. That's first and foremost. Shameless plug for my friend, my good friend, my love, my sister. I love her. But she does taxes and we're approaching tax time. So I know this time of year I have to remind her, hey sis, make sure you rest. Make sure you're eating well. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you get out of the house and get away from the computer because she can spend upwards of 16, 20 hours a day just cranking out people's tax returns and doing stuff. She does mine, business and personal. But I have to remind her, you have to remind yourself too. Or, hey, you can book you a call with me and we can go ahead and get together and I can help remind you to eat better. Just during these few months when you have a lot on your plate, take better care of yourself, So it can affect you physically, emotionally, spiritually, all types of ways. If you just have too much going on at one time and you're not taking any downtime for yourself, you can get burnt out and you get irritable and nasty with people you don't mean to get irritable and nasty with. Go ahead, book yourself some self-care, okay? In your journal today, because that's really self-explanatory. Burnout is really self-explanatory. You are tired. You need to rest. You need to kick your feet up. Get you one of those little foot spas. It can be a lifesaver. What I want you to do is understand that everything in life comes in phases. There are times when you have to put in a lot of work. I understand. You won't always be balanced all the time. But plug in some little things. Like we said earlier in the week, there are some little gaps in there that you can take care of yourself. And when that time where you don't have to grind as hard, definitely go hard on your self-care. I'm not asking you to give up what you love. I'm not asking you to give up what you're passionate about. What I'm asking you to do is to count yourself in. Because life has a crazy way of, if you ain't gonna sit down, it's gonna make you lay down. And now is not the time to mess up your immune system when all this stuff is floating around in the air. Now is not the time, okay? So don't get burnt out. Or try not to get burnt out. I know things have to be done. I empathize. I am the woman of many hats. I have the full-time job. I have Serenity Before Sunrise. I have my podcast. I have my coaching clients. I have everything. And I have to get it all done. I have my husband. I have my children. I have my mom. My dad, unfortunately, has passed on. But I have me too. You have you too. What you don't want to lose is yourself while trying to take care of everybody else. And there's just some things we have to do. Self-care is a must. You must take care of yourself. I don't know any other way to put it. You must. And if you need help, reach out to a sister. I promise you, it'll be one of the best things you ever do. We can talk about it. Book you a free discovery call. We can talk and find some ways if you can't think of them on your own because you're too burnt out. Your brain needs to rest. Your body needs to rest. Your journal needs you to write a little bit more. But whatever you do, just remember, you got a friend in me. Y'all like Toy Story? I do too. But anyway, I love cartoons. And that's one of the things. I will pop on a cartoon and I will get in rest mode, or I'll pop on some reality shows to look at everybody else's chaotic life so my life doesn't have to go there. You can do whatever you want to just go ahead and rest and relax. What the main goal is to make sure you don't get burnt out. All right? I won't keep you long today. Reach out if you need anything. I'm always here. It may take me a little while to respond, but I am here. All right? So I hope you drink your water, take some vitamins, and mind your business.